really flipped. And our director's named Ben Wheatley. He's made many films, British guy, great fun, and he brought fun to the whole movie. And he insisted that we flip a real car and have real people. He knew how to do it safely. It was very clever.
In a controlled environment.
It looks like there's people about to get crushed, but they never are.
Sounds like a train wreck.
No, but an intentional one. We made our train wreck. It wasn't by happenstance.
Well, let's get to the plot then, because you play Ulysses, who's the sheriff, and he's moved to this town called...
He's a temporary sheriff to my age, and he kind of knows something's wrong, but he doesn't want to look. He wants it to just go away. Which I understand. I understand that feeling of like, something's wrong with the house. Let's not look at it.
Turn
maybe
away.
It'll repair itself.
So I mean, it's obviously it's quite a graphic film.
And at a certain point, it's kind of a suspense movie for about the first half hour. It almost feels like a Hitchcock movie, and then boom, and I mean boom, it becomes a lot of things exploding.
Well, tease us. Where does it all kind of start going wrong?
A bank robbery. It's got a lot of action and a little suspense, too.
I can't wait.
And it's got a great cast, because Henry Winkler, the Fonz,
Henry Winkler's
is
there.
in it
And
as
guess
the
what?
mayor.
We convinced him not to wear a leather jacket.
Sometimes he's nice, isn't he? Nice
He's
boy.
the nicest guy ever, anywhere.
Yeah.
And it's all real, because I've met him on stage and off and backstage, and I've gone to his house, and he's genuinely the sweetest guy ever. And now in this movie, that's not the case.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Bob, so many people have loved your work, but then we got to see that kind of action hero side of you in Nobody, of course.
Yes.
But am I right in thinking that when you shoot a fight scene, you want it to feel almost as relatable as possible?
Yes, that's true. I mean, I said I wanted to do action, and I couldn't believe I got some positive responses from anybody.
Yeah.
And then I trained for it, but I asked myself, what can I do in this space that's unique? And then I realized, well, I can fall down and I can get hurt, because no action heroes, want to look vulnerable and human. And so my character in this movie, I fall down twice in the fights, and that's me falling down. And we just keep it in, because I say that's what I'm doing in this world, is I'm playing a guy who looks like a regular guy and does his best, but always looks like he's about to fail.
I love that. No superpowers or anything like that.
No superpowers, nope.
Love it.
I bet they're livid about the insurance. So.
You know what? I train, and they trust me. I'm not allowed to fly through the air.
Right.
Fine.
But we spoke earlier about Better Call Saul, because, of course, Sue Perkins, big fan.
Yep.
And you doubted yourself, didn't you, Bob, a bit about that role, wondered whether you could do it. And then you turned to Humphrey Bogart and thought, right, I'm going to look at him.
I turned to him and said, we can do it, buddy. You know what it is? I just was like at the later stage of life, being invited to be the lead in a TV series, and I thought, I'm just not a leading guy. I'm a character guy. And I thought there's one character actor who became a leading man who, if I just make him my saint for this, maybe he can lead me into the light. And it was Humphrey Bogart, because he did so many films before he was a leading man.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe 20, 30 films. And he wasn't the most classically handsome person ever. And yet the audience accepted him as the lead. And I thought, well, if that's been done once, maybe I can make my way a little ways into that.
Nice.
So it sounds vain, but it was just, I just had to have some proof that there's a possible chance I could do it.
Well,
Well,
it
it
went
worked.
fantastically well. Yeah, exactly. And Bob's film Normal is in cinemas from Friday.
And from Blockbuster